Hi, this is Mariano from Fabric. In this video I will show you how to use the language available on transformers and filters. To make a transformer useful for something, we need to provide some transformation. For that we will create a sample event source to have something to transform. Let's call my channel and provide the username. It will generate one event every 2 seconds with a value from 0 to 100. It will bounce, so it will go from 0 to 100, then 99 to 0, and then 1 to 100. And a list of names to generate some useful names for to try a source with multiple values. We can see that we have some default values on an event, the name of the channel the event comes from, the username that generated it, the timestamp, the time when the event was generated, and then a value field that has a collection of fields inside it. One name random with a random value, one name with a random name from the list we provided on the settings, and one name value with the value from the bounds we provided from 0 to 100, and then it will go back. So now we have a source, we right click on it and then we connect it to the transformer, but to actually transform it to something we have to provide some logic. For that, Fabric provides a visual language that has blocks that you connect to provide the logic you want. On the left side you have categories which group blocks of similar type. For example, control blocks to iterate over things, logic to apply rules like if then else, math with mathematical operations, text to operate on text, list, colors, variables. Variables are a special kind that you can name values and then use them, but after the logic is applied they just disappear. The values set in variables are not exported to the event. Procedures and more advanced store kind, which allows to store and retrieve values and share them between transformers and filters. And then the last one, which you can expand, provides templates for common actions we tend to use a lot, so we don't have to create something like this every time we want to set the color of something by a threshold. So you can just drag and drop from here. What we will do now is actually all the widgets expect a val field with the value of the thing they will display. In this case we can start setting the value to the field name that is inside the value field on the event. So we can see now it's configured, it's generating events. And if we see inside, we can see there's a val field with the value set to the name field from the value object. So now we have something to display. We can drag and drop a widget, right click, go to settings, say we want a new sticker. It's a kind of widget that displays the latest event on a kind of a stack. And then after we created the widget, we have the settings specific to that widget. We say we want to show the date. And now we connect the transformer to the widget, and we have this widget. When every time an event comes, it will go through the transformer, which will add the val field, and it will send it to the new sticker that expects something that has a val field with the text it has to display. So every time an event comes in, it will display the name of the value field from that event. But we may want to do something more advanced. For example, an easy one, we want to set the color of that thing to, like, this green is okay. So we click OK, and we can see that the new values have a green color. We can, for example, also say that we want the label color to be white, and now we have white label color. We can do something more advanced. For example, instead of setting the background color all the time to the same color, we can set it by threshold. So we can say if well, let's move this, put it here. To remove things, we can do two things. Either we can drag it and drop it to the trash can, or let's create some new one. We can right click and select delete block, or there's another way, which is to hit the delete key when the block is highlighted, so we remove it. So going back to the logic, if the value field on the value field of the event, it's kind of repetitive, is less than 30, then paint it green. Set the variable color value to green. Else, if the value, let's say value.value, is less than 60, set color value to yellow. Otherwise, set it to red. And then set the event field name color to the value of the color value variable we used here. You can see now that the color value variable is available on the variable section. So now if we go, let's see, since it's going up, well, it will go down. Let's change it to something that we can see now. If it's below 3, if it's below 10, so we can see it now. So now the values are above 10, so they are red. Then they will go below 10 because the values are going down from 100 to 0. Then it will be yellow, and then when they go below 3 they will go green, and then back to yellow and red. Let's expect, yep, they went green and they will bounce back. We can also, let's cut this connection and see how filter works. It's pretty similar. We just drag and drop a filter, connect to it, and since the filter is not configured, it's dropping all the events. But we right click, go to settings, and we have a template for filters. Let's see if we have something here. We can do something like, if the value field, some math, let's do like something like this. If the value field is even, then keep it, otherwise drop it. So it will come in an event and go out because it's even, and one will be dropped. So we can see that one is kept and one is dropped, and we can see that the value field is always even. Well, in the value field, sorry, it's always even. So our filter is working. After this, it's just a matter of playing. I will make some video later explaining in detail everything, every block here, but you can start playing with it and see what can you do with the provided blocks. I hope it was useful. If you have any feedback, leave it on the comments or contact us. This is all for now. Bye.